It's impressive. With that, have you watched We Crashed or We Worked, any of the stories about of WeWork and its ultimate demise?
Yeah, my favorite question is like, well, aren't you guys like WeWork? Like we're from the business model perspective, we're nothing like WeWork.
Yeah.
Is WeWork still open?
They are. They're under new
Yeah.
management. They're public and all that. But I mean, I have not watched the series on Apple TV Plus. I did watch the series on Hulu. But I mean, it's just, boy, you watch that and you're like, how? Clearly, nobody was there to do any work. I mean, they were just maybe there to tell their parents that they were at this place and starting a business. But I mean, like they had TGIM parties. Thank God it's Monday, so that they could just go crazy and get
Oh,
trashed on
count me in.
Yeah, I mean that's cool, except when you want to start a business.
No,
Right.
no. Count me in. TGIN. That's my new thing. I'm hopping on that bandwagon. Let's go.
Yeah, we work. I mean, it's still yet to be profitable. And if you've ever run a business, I don't know. I wouldn't start a business that's just based on hype, because some people have made out really well from WeWork, and don't let me knock them. They're significantly better off financially than I probably ever will be, right? But for me, it's been about growing, an honest community, and without an honest company, and it just when the math added up from day one, and there was very little business risk in order for it to be profitable. That's when I was willing to get into it, and we were profitable consequently after 2.5 months of being open. And the difference is we own our real estate. We also focus the real estate not where it's cool, but where it makes business sense.
Did your projections say that it would be that quick?
Yes. Well, no, I would lie because I wouldn't know. I would have had to rent out 3 offices out of 7 in order, and I said rent out.
So when you say profitability, you mean like you not the
even.
actual. You didn't pay for the building in 3 months. You paid for all the stuff inside the build out and all that other stuff beforehand, and it's running itself.
So it is the mortgage payment plus expenses, which includes anywhere from utilities to management, minus the the costs. I'm sorry, the profit. So. Or it should be the other way, but minus the revenue. Revenue minus all the operating costs is what resulted in profitability.
Should I have asked for a royalty from the mailbox aspect of the business when I gave you that advice? Because it sounds like maybe I should have.
We should have had a contract.
Yeah, that offer just expired.
Yeah, $1 per mailbox per month. I want that in perpetuity.
Look, the value of the IncuHub itself as a business is still not huge, right? The revenue is still not ginormous. But what I think is promising is that it's a very viable business concept, and if replicated, it could produce some real gains. And we were going to have to make that choice at some point in time if we're going to do that. So we'll see. But yeah, unlike we own our real estate. That's a big difference. You own the real estate where it makes business sense. So I don't care about being in a downtown area on the top floor and looking at incredibly amazing, because that comes with multiple issues. First, as a business owner, I have to spend time finding parking and traveling to this space, and that's time out of my day that I'll never get back. Say 20 minutes to find parking and go up to walk to a building and go up an elevator shaft, right? 20 minutes each way. That's 40 minutes out of my day that I'll never get back. 40 minutes that I could have used to grow my business. So being in the center of city at a top floor made no business sense from us from the practicality perspective. Also, never mind the fact that that's really expensive real estate. And then the other thing that didn't make sense is to make it a party place, right? We had the ping pong table, but no one had time to play it.
Table
but
tennis.
Two like
table tennis. Please correct yourself, Marko.
Did I say ping pong?
You did. You've said it twice now.
Yeah. You guys are bad influence.
Nope. Table tennis. T squared. Go for
it. So finding a place that is centrally located yet not in the hustle and bustle. Centrally located regionally, not city-wise. Regionally, not in the hustle and bustle. that is relatively cheap to get into, that is parking up front, that is clean and businesslike, what was of the higher priority. And at the end of the day, what that resulted in is in a financially viable business, a business that others want to be a part of because it's easy to business out of, right? So I don't know. I said a lot in a lot of words, but I hope I'm.
Well, I think in this case, I think what it is sexy doesn't always sell, right? Just like in the business model that you put together, it was.
There's so much that goes into it.
Right. It's not even that sexy doesn't sell. Sometimes it sells, but it doesn't produce.
Right, but in this case, I think it's different.
Right. It doesn't make business sense sometimes. Sexy doesn't always, like WeWork is amazing. I mean, if you've ever been to one of their places, the spaces are just
what
really
percentage
nice.
are actually HubZone clients or HubZone, like ones that wanted that?
Not the majority. I would say less than 20%. Federal government business is really hard to get into, and it comes with a high administrative cost. And it doesn't make sense for everyone. But I think people like having the option. And once you register your business somewhere, it's like once you change your name or I don't know, it's like changing your social security number. You don't want to have to go through that again. You know, I mean,
I'm with you.
Bank statements, business licenses, oh my God, all this stuff. So once you're there, you want to set yourself up at a place where you can be long term, both financially and then giving your business an option if you choose to go for the HubZone certification, which you can.
I'm curious your take on this. I'm sure that it's going to be very similar to what happened, my experience. So you've built a place. You have 100 businesses that are there. You have other places start to pop up. And what happened to me when I was managing my space was it was an easy target for people to then start poaching or attempting to poach businesses from my space. But what I had found, people would be like, Tim, so-and-so is coming up to me and trying to poach me away. And the relationship that we had was so strong that not only would they not go, but they were like telling me what other people are trying to do. Are you in a similar situation within your space?
Yes and no. I find that, as much as relationships are important, the pocketbook is more important. And realistically speaking, you can't go anywhere in the region, get as nice of a place for the amount of money that you have to pay to be a part of it each month. And I find that is the bigger draw for people than a relationship with me. I would like to think that a relationship with me and my members matters, because it does.
Relationship with the space, not necessarily. It can be with you, but just the space in general.
Being at the IncuHub is practical. It makes business sense. You can use it however you'd like, as long as you'd like, without commitments. You can be part of a community, and all of that at a price that is less than anywhere else. And the lesser price does not equal lesser services.
Value.
It just means lesser value. Thank you. It means less impact on my pocketbook, which then allows me to do more with my money for my business and otherwise. And that's really been the driving force, honestly. The economics of the IncuHub, both for us, the IncuHub owners, and our members, just makes sense. And it's a common sense solution to someone looking to locate a business somewhere outside of their house, to become a part of a vibrant community, and to grow and to learn and to partner and to succeed.
Who's been directly involved within the startup community for almost a decade, I want to talk to you about a serious pain point: spending a ton of time trying to understand the business landscape in the 757. That's time that should be focused on growing the business. At StartWheel, we're here to help you by compiling all of the news you need to know about in one place. Now there's no need to search multiple websites. Just head to startwheel.org and see for yourself. That's startwheel.org.